So alright guys, I want to share my experience to you, like the different riders I've had in the past. I've done over 1,000 trips driving on boat. Do you know what it means to have 1,000 trips on boat? That's the thing that I don't think. Alright, welcome to episode 13, Daily MC Dami. So today I'm gonna be sharing my experiences as a boat driver. I'm gonna let you all know the good riders I've had, the bad riders I've had. Right now I'm en route, a rider's location. The person is going to the airport, so I want to go and pick the rider. I'm in the rider's estate now. So stay tuned to learn more about my experiences, the good and the bad riders. So alright guys, I want to share my experience to you, like the different riders I've had in the past. I've done over 1,000 trips driving on boat. Do you know what it means to have 1,000 trips on boat? That's the thing that I don't think. I've been driving for over 2 years on boat, so I am more experienced and I know how boat works because I've been driving mainly on boat. Now I've had different experiences. There's one experience I'm going to tell you now. There are some riders, they don't have money, they will book you, and they are very confident. Like, they are very confident that if you drop them and they will want to use gimmicks on you. There was one guy I carried from my job. The guy was going to Lekki Phase 1. He was actually going to Davido's house in Lekki before he moved to Banana Island. There's one, those of you that are familiar, there's one house in Lekki Phase 1 that is very popular. That's where Davido and his crew used to stay before Davido moved to Banana Island. I picked the guy up from Badore in Aja. When I picked the guy, where I knew that there will be a problem in this trip was when, in Badore there's a place where you do a U-turn. That's after Seaside Estate. Those of you that are familiar with the Badore Road. So I did a U-turn there. There's this aboki that has a shop. Immediately after you do the U-turn, the guy just said, stop. I said, okay. I parked in front. I said, I can't really stop in front here because people are making U-turn, so I have to give way for people making U-turn. So I went to the front. The guy just dropped, went back to the aboki shop. He saw some guy staying there. I was just watching him, and I came back inside the car. He said, "Now my boy," and the guy at the ways they send things. If I won't buy things, I said, okay. I didn't say anything. When we got to Aja under bridge, it's going down under bridge. When you are leaving the Jubilee Bridge out, I was already at the express heading to VGC. The guy now asked me, he said, "Okay, do you have ATM card with you?" I said, I was surprised because what concerns me carrying you on a trip with you asking me for my ATM card? I said no. I had the ATM, but I said no, I don't have ATM card. Sorry. And even I can't. He said some people wanted to send him money, but he didn't have ATM card, so he wanted to send it to my own account so that I will draw it for him so that he can pay me my money. That was why I knew that, okay, this is a problematic rider. So I told him, I said no, I don't have ATM. I mean, me myself. No, okay. I think what I actually told him was that I can't give him my account. That if it was that he wanted to pay me on transfer, I would agree to pay me on transfer. But that I should use POS again and withdraw. I should go to ATM and withdraw for you. No, I can't do that. Like, come on. I'm to carry you from a destination to another destination. What concerns you with you asking me for my ATM card again? Like, I didn't understand that. So when he saw the way I acted, The guy was not like, okay, no problem, I understand it. That's what I was saying. I understand, Sha. I know I see the B. I say, yeah, I can't. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I can't do this one that you say you send money to my account. I should now withdraw for you. I can't do that. The guy was going to Lekki Phase 1. Lo and behold, we got to Lekki Phase 1, to Davido's house. That's in Lekki Phase 1. His crew members are there. He said he's a producer. He said his name is Wills. He's a producer. I said, okay, no problem. Do you know that when I got to his destination, this guy could not pay my money. He did not have the money at all. The money was 335, but both gave him a discount of 300 naira, so it was 32 that he was to pay me. That it was an evening trip. You know, that day I was just like, pay me my money. Story. He started calling people, please, I beg, I carry trip, please help me send money. I know guys. He told me that someone was supposed to send. He sent my account detail to someone. That the person said he had network issue. He had network problem. You know, I was already saying that, okay, this is a problematic rider. This rider does not have the money. I read it in him that he didn't have the money, but he wanted someone to pay the trip for him. Even he called someone in my presence and he was telling the person that, I beg, I did trip now, I try sort myself. The person even told him that, hey, what you make I can't do? When the person said, what you make I can't do? I said, okay, hey, guy, you don't have to have today. Just to say this guy don't go pay your money. So when I saved that guy was, you know, I set my destination back to Aja because the trip was in Lekki. I now got a request. The person was going back to VGC. So I got the request, I accepted the request. I had waited in Davido's house in Lekki Phase 1 for about 30 minutes. This guy could not pay me. Even the guy that he wanted to see in Lekki Phase 1 was calling him, in Davido's house was calling him, but he said he didn't want to tell the guy that he couldn't afford to pay my money, that he had problems with paying my money, you know. So I just had this compassion on him, because me myself, I'm an entrepreneur and I know how it is. But it was his audacity for me. That guy had a lot of audacity to take a trip without, you know, having the money. But me, I understand myself because I'm an entrepreneur and I knew what I think that moment was a big moment for the guy. Like he said, he is a producer and the guy called him to come and that he wants to work with the guy. So when I got the VGC trip, I just told him, okay, no problem, that since you say you will send the money to me. The guy was even like swearing like, oh God, trust me, don't worry, I'm not like all those guys, I will send you your money, blah blah blah. But he didn't know me. He didn't know who was carrying him. She yet. So I just voila, 3-2. No voila. So I went to go and pick the rider at in Lekki, around that Davido's house. I went to pick the rider. I went back to VGC. I picked the it was a lady. I picked her up and I dropped her. She paid me my money. I went. That was my last trip for the night because it was getting late in the night, and I don't like working late night. I don't like driving late nights because Lagos is not safe. And I advise you all drivers in Lagos, please be careful. Lagos is not safe. Right now that election is going to be in next year, February. Please, you need to be safe. A lot of things are happening. So I don't like driving late nights like 10, 11, 12, you know, anything like that. I'll just go home, JJ. I've made the money I want to make. I'm satisfied. I don't like late night driving. So that trip that I got going to VGC was about, because I got to Lekki around, I think it was around 6:37 that I got to Lekki. Then I got a request, so I took that as my last trip. So the guy was begging me that I didn't want to let the guy to come down for my car. I central locked the car. So when the guy saw that it was a serious issue, he was like, this one way you know won't open door for me, blah blah blah. It was shot talking. I just looked at him. I said, okay, no hala. So I went to, I let him go. I didn't fight with him. I didn't have issues with him. Normally, an average boat driver is going to drag it with him. This is the truth I'm telling you. An average boat driver is really going to fight him up to pay. He won't cause a sin there, but I didn't cause a sin. He dropped from my car and he left. He later sent me a text message that he was going to send the money, that he appreciated the fact that I let him go freely. Do you know that today, this thing I'm telling you, this is episode 13, and episode 13 is 13th of June. I picked this guy up in first week of May. Till today, that guy has not paid me the money. Even I sent him a text message that if you don't send me the money, I'll cause you problem. I was just trying to, get the money back. Till today, that guy did not send me the money. It was a loss for me, but I didn't bother. So that's to tell you all drivers out there that you are going to meet some riders that are going to be lost for you. So you need to prepare ahead for it. Do not put it in your mind always that every driver is going to, every rider is going to pay your money. We are in Lagos. Some people have this scam behavior. Even there's a lot of fake transfer alerts going on. I usually love cash. If it's a cash trip, pay me the cash. When it comes to transfer, I always have problem with that, because there is a lot of fake transfer going on. So you need to be very, very careful. Very, very careful. There was another experience I had apart from that. With this person was a female rider. He wanted to be aggressive. She was talking to me rudely. Do you know what I did? I told her to get out of my car. And after that, there's a place, in a boat trip, if you want to cancel, there's where boat will not have an issue with you. If you click trip did not happen in your boat app, I clicked trip did not happen. Although I lost money. I picked the same person from Aja. It was at Aja under bridge. I think it was from Badore I picked that from, and it was at Aja under bridge that I told her that no, come down from my car, I can't pick you. She was saying some things that, like, I was not myself. Like, you don't even know who is carrying you. You just talk to any driver anyhow. You feel you're just talking to anybody. They don't even know who they are talking to. So I told her, come down, I'm not carrying you again. And I ended the trip, and I put trip did not happen. So drivers, this is something you should learn. If you put trip did not happen, both will understand that you have a misunderstanding with the rider. Or basically, what you drivers should do is, if you have a rider that is very, very difficult, when you end the trip, comment, give the person a 1 star, then you write what happened. If you write what happened, both will now understand that, oh, this is what happened. When I went for their there was a time I went to their customer care that was when they were staying in Lekki. Now I heard that they are in Salem Street. I've not been there, but I understand that both customer care said that both drivers do not write, like, they do not complain. They always give 5 star to every rider, so they always feel that the riders are always right. So both drivers, make sure you always complain. If a rider is giving you a tough time, give the rider a 1 star and write the issue, like write everything what really happened, so that both will understand that, oh, this is what happened, then they would block that rider. There are good riders on boat. Like, trust me, I prefer driving on boat than on Uber, because both riders, they are guys that will pay you the money. They are people who love boats, but they are the stubborn ones too. So you need to know how to manage them. If you carry them and they start talking to you anyhow, please drop them, no matter how much the trip is going to be, because once they give you a 1 star, it's going to affect you as a driver and it will reduce your rating. So please always block them. All right, so that's my experience. I've had many experiences, but that's just the little I can say for now. Right now, driving on boat. I want you all to tell me your experiences. Let me know the crazy rides you've had. Let me know the good rides you've had. I've had riders that bought me food. Like, they will say, okay, please drop me, I want to get food. They will buy and they will come and they will give me food. I've had riders that give me tip, they give me extra money. You know, they are good riders. Also, they are also bad riders, so you need to be aware of that. All right, so please kindly like and share and then comment. Also subscribe so that you can get more daily tips. Thank you very much. This is Daily MC Dan.